Hello, Congressman. I would like to talk to you today about how important capping the concentration of atmospheric CO2 levels is. Atmospheric CO2 concentrations have skyrocketed since 1950s due to the actions of mankind. While CO2 is not the only greenhouse gas contributing to anthropogenic climate change, it is the most prevalent and has contributed to the most warming of all the other greenhouse gases. The CO2 is trapped in the atmosphere for decades before dissolving back into the environment. Climate change is no longer a problem of the future, it is a problem of today, and action needs to be taken before there are any more irreparable damages caused to the environment. We are asking to have legislation for capping CO2 concentrations at 475 parts per million. Currently, the atmospheric CO2 concentration is at a level of 410 parts per million, which means we do not have much time to enact change. The limit of 475 parts per million will limit global warming to 2 degrees Celsius. This warming of 2 degrees Celsius is what most scientists agree is the threshold for irreparable damages to the environment. We can achieve this goal of capping CO2 concentrations to 475 parts per million with a combination of a few different methods. We would like to see stricter emissions legislations in industries that are large emitters of CO2. Also, we would like to see a carbon tax placed on emissions to encourage emitters to switch to less carbon-intense energy. Mitigation tactics such as carbon capture and sequestration, air capture, and solar radiation management can help us meet this goal. Also, providing funding for renewable energy sources can reduce our dependence on carbon-intense energy. While this will not be a cheap endeavor to reach our goal of capping atmospheric concentrations at 475 parts per million, it will be far cheaper in the long run. Climate change is predicted to cost the U.S. economy hundreds of billions a year dealing with the impacts of climate change. So we would like to thank you for your time today to listen to my presentation and hope that you consider putting the serious effort into capping CO2 concentrations at a safe level.